Yes, sir. Live and direct with a new episode, all new episode. And this is Wednesday. So that means we hitting them right in the middle of the week like we said we would with a new episode like we are supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Every Sunday and every Wednesday. So we are on time, like a on time flight. So welcome to a all new episode of No Cap. That's the knowledge and wisdom of KC and Parrish. Shout out to my homie KC. Man, what's up with you? How you doing? How you
Oh
living?
man,
How you feeling?
I'm chilling, man. How you doing today?
Man, all is well, man. All is
Good
well.
Wednesday. Good Wednesday.
Man,
Cold
we
as
on a nice, good Wednesday indeed.
it's cold as shit out here too.
It's cold. It's cold out here
Yeah,
too, but I'm sure
yeah.
it's colder out
Hey,
there.
yeah, we eight
Oh,
minutes
we
late
we we
today
8
too.
minutes late.
ASAP.
hey, hey, you know what? We 8 minutes
ASAP.
late. We 8 minutes late, but
We
we
here.
still on a Wednesday.
We here. You know what I'm saying?
We'll hey,
We
we'll make the 8 minutes up on the back end.
hey, listen. We woke up this morning. We blessed. We here. You here. It's a
Hmm.
good day. It's a good day.
And this in the 8 minutes, was us just making sure that we got on, making adjustments because we in different time zones and we both got to knock down what we got to do in our entrepreneurship. Speaking of which, I got a thing in the mail today that recognized Trainer Brain Fit Club as the best of 2024 small businesses in the realm of fitness. I got it in the mail today, so I was pretty juiced about that because I ain't never got no shit like that. And I've been hustling and working for a long time. And I put a lot into my members, and it said it came from the recognition of my members online. So I was really, really, really excited and happy and just thankful and thank God for that because I thank God for the recognition, all recognition and praise and glory to God. It was definitely dope. Yeah,
Blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings.
yeah, definitely, definitely. So, yeah, that was cool, man. Uh, but what's going on with you?
Hey, let me tell you something. Yesterday was the
Thank you.
most. Yesterday was like the most dopest day, right? I got up in the morning. I took my son to school like I do. I knew I had a run that I had to make early. I knew I had a run I had to make early. So when I dropped my son off, I went and got in my truck. I knew I had to be somewhere. I was running ahead of schedule. So since I was running ahead of schedule, it was a two truck job. And I said, hey, let me get there early, but I don't want to really do the work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do the work. I want the other truck to beat me there, and I was ahead of schedule. So what I did was I said, listen, when God has something for you, it's for you. Some more money popped up. I seen the money pop up. When the money popped up, I looked at it and I said, damn, I want to go take it, but I'm committed to something else right now.
Yeah,
And so you know how it's, the mind automatically like I said, nah, let me do what I'm gonna do. Normally, when they pop up, it'll disappear quick because somebody else will take it. But it sat there for a second. I done went out. I thought about it. I came back. It was still there. I said, damn, this is for me. This must be for me.
yeah,
And I'm sitting up here pondering. But as soon as I said it the second, I said, man, I'm gonna go take it. I'm just gonna be late to this other one. I called the other truck driver and I said, hey, look, I know you're gonna get started first. I'm finna go run and go catch this bread real quick, and I'll be there after. He said, it's all good. I said, cause y'all, we can't do two trucks at one time anyway. Bro, I went and picked up the other freight and went and dropped it off. I'm sitting in traffic. I'm like, damn, I'm scrambling because
yeah,
in my mind, I know I'm on a time frame and I know I got something else I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to speed this one. Bruh, when I tell you I ran the play, and when I was on my way back, I text Buddy. I was really like 45 minutes away, but I told him I'm like 30 minutes away. You know how we be lying. Uh,
no cap.
right. So
It be
when
capping, no cap.
right. So when I got close to him, when I got close enough, I texted him. He had just had. I was like, I sent him a text, bro. I'm 30 minutes away. Like I said, I was way out there. But when I got close, he sends me a text and was like, bro, what's your ETA? Uh, we about ready for your truck. I said, bro, give me 3 minutes. I was 1 mile away. Bro, when I pulled up to the spot, they was loading the last piece of freight onto this truck. So they was ready to pull out right from
Mm.
my truck to pull in.
Yeah.
So the way that it worked, God don't make no mistakes. What's for you is for you. Everything worked out. The play, immaculate.
Yeah.
Everything played out the way I needed to play. Done early. Went to the gym. Got done so early. Went to the gym. That's where I called you and told you.
Yeah.
Some dude was in there trying to be He-Man. I got my headset on, my
Well, finish your
headphones.
story because that's when we talk about this,
Oh,
we gonna go into a whole
oh
thing.
yeah.
So,
So more of the story is, hey, when God got something
something
for you,
for you.
it's for you. Can't no what they say. What God got for you, can't nobody stop. What's for you is for you. It ain't gonna miss you, and
And,
He'll put it in your face.
and you don't even really got to stress. It's gonna be, it's gonna work out. Even if you trying to manip or whatever, you can really just relax because it's gonna work. You know, what's funny is I had a similar situation. I told you I was doing some little side work.
Right.
Oh man, don't do it again. Hold on.
What happened? Oh, you went out of volume. See, I heard you the first time. I can't hear you now, but don't worry, I'm here. Y'all can hear me. Hey, that was a good day yesterday, man. I made some good money, and I seen it. There you go. You back now. Can you hear me? Oh, I
Going
can't hear you. There you go.
Let's
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
go without this now.
Yeah, now I can hear you. Wait, can you
We
hear me?
having technical difficulties. Yeah, I can hear you, but I think it's something
Now you just
these
went out. It's
head.
that microphone. Yeah, it got a short
Yeah,
in it. Yeah, you don't need the microphone. There you go.
it's the earbuds. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you were
All
saying
right,
though?
yeah, it's the earbuds. I just told her them earbuds was going out. I knew they was going out, but anyway, I told you I was driving the trucks doing the similar doing some side work, and I was driving picking up the ballots or whatever, and I told the lady, you know, I wanted to be in a certain area to pick up the ballots. I end up not being nowhere around there. I end up being in
Mm,
Berkeley and North Oakland. And I
mm,
told her I needed to be closer to San Ramon. I need to be in Dublin. End up being in North Oakland and Berkeley. And I was like, still trying to figure out how to, even the next day, like, nah, I'm telling you, I got to be over here because I want to be close to the studio. Man, hell no. I was where I was supposed to be. It went way smoother. It was way better than if
mm,
I would have been where I was. And I was pushing a hard line to be over there in Dublin because it's closer to San Ramon and I could be by the
mm-hmm.
studio and do what I need to do. Man, hell no. I was in Berkeley, North Oakland area, and it was way better and worked better for me. So yeah, it don't even matter, even if you is trying to Jeremiah 29:11. So yeah, but I'm just putting the stamp on what you said or my own story along with what you said before we go on to what you was about to talk about, because I know that's going
Oh yeah. See, this is gonna lead P to the fitness tip of the day. So after that great day yesterday, I
yeah.
decided, ah, let me go get my workout on because it's time to. You feel good? Let's go burn off some of to get some of these endorphins going good. I get in the gym, got my headset bumping. I'm slapping in here, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear, ah! I hear somebody start screaming. Now I got my music blasting in my ear, so
Damn.
when I hear it, it's low, but I
Mm,
hear it,
mm,
and I look because when you hear it, So I
yeah.
look, and I see everybody looking towards the door. So now, since it just went up, so I stand up to look, and I see somebody on the leg press, and I hear it again. Ah! And I'm like, damn, did he break his leg? Are they fighting? Right? But he's laying there, and I didn't even realize that the ambulance, the two paramedics was in there. The two paramedics was in there. So Buddy is laying down. So what happened is, I'm thinking he done tried to lift too much and broke his leg, but that ain't what happened. He was lifting and dislocated his knee,
Same
and
difference.
same difference. And then the weights fell on him. So you imagine being in that back position with your legs going up, and then all the weights fall on you. Well, you just lost your knee. And here's my thing. I be in there working out with somebody, and I know a lot of people be working out real good. My thing is, I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm gonna go in there and work out my way. And I know you're gonna say use proper technique. Use proper technique and use common sense. If you know when you go to pushing up them weights and them weights push back, it's too heavy. You don't go trying to bench press without a spotter if the weight is too heavy. Why the fuck would you use your legs? And I know it's the strongest part, but as soon as you pushed, once you did that move right there, that shit said back to you, niggas, sit up and take some of the weights off. But no, we all want to get in here and start being He-Man, Incredible Hulk. And this is what happens. Nigga, you in here screaming, and your kneecap is over here, and your leg is over here. Niggas.
Wait. So his knee, one of his knees and one of his legs was messed up.
I don't know. I didn't go over there and look. I'm just, if your knee dislocated from your kneecap, that mean the rest of, and you was already in a vulnerable position when them weights fell, whatever knee, and you got to just think, both legs is up there. So when that one kneecap went out, that weight came down on his other leg. So if both legs couldn't hold it, I know that other kneecap must have popped off too. Them shits probably look like bottle caps off of a shooken up soda.
So, so bottle cast off. So there's a lot that I can like go into about that. I'm gonna go over a couple things. I'm not gonna go over everything, but there's a lot, and I'm about to give some game, but more importantly, I'm about to teach. So I hope that at least some of what I'm about to say sticks, because I'm going to talk specifically about the leg press machine, and I'm going to talk just in general about how you should approach health and fitness and lifting. So first and foremost, yes, proper technique is what you should always use, but proper progressions is equally important. And so, and then egos, you're right. So a lot of people, when they be in commercial gyms, you see them not using proper technique, not just because they may not know how, but because they're attempting to impress people who really don't care about what they're doing. But in their mind, they got to curl the weight like this, or they have to load up. And then you see these, if you go on YouTube and just type in gym fails, you'll see all kind of stuff like that happening, where people had a gym fail because they were trying to do more than they were ready to. And that's where, when I say proper progression, so proper technique, yes, but proper progression, training yourself to progress in increments that your body, your mind, your nervous system is ready for, which is going to lead me to my next thing. One thing people forget when they're going heavy, they always think about their muscles. But everything that you put on, that you lift with your muscles, has to also be moved by your joints, your ligaments. You know, your skeletal system is a structure. It doesn't move, but it's under the load as well. But most importantly, those joints and ligaments are very important and need to be strengthened properly too by themselves. And then when it comes to the leg press, people always run into the gym and want to tell me how much they leg press, but they couldn't squat half the weight. I'm talking about a barbell squat. They'd be like, man, I got 4 or 5 plates on there. Man, my son put 4 or 5 plates on the leg press. And really, I don't give a fuck. It don't mean nothing. Because people load that up like dude did and try to move it and be like, oh, they strong. But if you told them to do a barbell squat with a third of the weight, they wouldn't be able to do it, which means their joints, ligaments, muscles, and their progressions are not even ready for what they're doing on the leg press. But you know why they're able to do it on the leg press? Because it's a machine. The machine is stabilizing majority of the weight. So they trick their nervous system into believing that they can put more weight on there until a motherfucker blow their kneecap out, because the machine only does so much. So if you really want to build yourself up as far as your mind and your body, you should always focus on technique, proper progressions, and don't try to overload machines for your ego. Do the free weight version with proper technique and proper progressions. And then you can use that as complementary work. Like the leg press should be complementary. It shouldn't be your whole focus when you're doing. So I actually I'm just taking this opportunity to talk about something that is a misconception that a lot of people will go to the gym and load up the leg press and call it leg day when they would be more better off doing functional movements and stay off those machines, because those machines will get you fucked up. You have to learn how to use your body functionally, even without weights, and then use the machines as supplemental. And then in some cases, you know, if you're working with someone like myself, we could teach you how to use the machines
Hold
correctly.
on. Let me give another fitness tip too, or some free shit too, right? Another very important thing to remember when going into this gym, and I know a lot of people don't talk about it that much, but I'm gonna talk about it.
You gonna
Two
say something
things.
about some girls? You gonna
No,
say something about some women?
no, I wasn't. I wasn't.
Oh.
Number one, wash your ass before you get in that
I
gym.
knew
Wash your ass. Some of y'all be smelling bad as shit.
I knew
You ever be
I
on that
knew it.
treadmill and somebody on the side, you like, what the? And the second thing, take a shit before you get there. Cause y'all niggas be sitting right here farting when a nigga working out. You over here gotta breathe, but now you smelling fart.
I
Nigga, I
knew he
don't
was
want to
going.
smell fart, and I don't want to smell your bad ass body odor.
I knew he was
Nigga,
going. I knew he was.
shower and shit and shower before you get there. Don't come here. Don't go to the gym and be like, I just got off work. I was working on. Be mindful. If you didn't put no deodorant on before you come in there, go back to the car and put some deodorant on. Don't come over here and stank up I get it, we gonna sweat, we gonna be musty. But some of y'all, damn,
Yeah,
and Nick, you know you coming in here gonna be around all these people.
yeah.
I seen a girl walking around the other day, and from a distance, I was like, oh, she got a nice body. Then she walked by me, and I was like, this motherfucker don't she?
I told you. I told you. I
But
knew.
it'd be the dudes too, because sometimes you be running around and
Yeah.
you like, nigga,
Well,
you smell horrible.
yeah. Well, I'm lucky, man. I have a private training facility, and
Let them come in
every.
there and fart on you. Because when that leg press fell on Buddy, I guarantee if that would have been me, it would have been my legs and my drawers. Because I
Well,
would have dookied on myself.
well, I definitely is not I'm not letting nobody, I'm blessed. Thank you to all my members for adhering to all of our stuff that we have in place and not coming in funky. When you wash your hands, we clean our facility. We are very, very big on that. And then you know what? Hey, for all the coaches, well, so-called trainers out there, your hygiene is important too. Don't be in people's face and your breath stinking and pop a Listerine stick, chew some gum. Um, you know, you owe that to your members. They'll appreciate barbers too. People who are in close proximity working with people, hairdressers and stuff. Don't be all in people's face and your hygiene ain't right. So from the consumer side, absolutely, but from the professional side, even more important. You know what I mean? Make sure you take care of your hygiene. So that was a hygiene tip of the day. Make sure that you're taking care of your hygiene when you are in public places and people know that you are going in there to do what you need to do. But just be mindful that you're in a public place and it could be considered offensive with some of the smells that you are giving off.
And I consider it is. You're nasty, you funky motherfucker. Wash your ass. Now, trivia question the other day. All right.
Drum roll, please.
I'm gonna give y'all two trivia questions because one we already discussed, but the other one I'm gonna just ask on some slide shit. But trivia question of the day. P said, let's call them hood cars.
I knew he was gonna say that too. I knew he was gonna say that too. What I said called what hood cars? What I say called hood cars?
Nigga cars. What's a nigga car? Yo, name me a nigga car. When you see this car when you in the freeway, when you driving on the street, if you see this car riding by, you know that's a nigga driving that car.
I see.
You know that's a nigga car. I
So,
could say we could call it hood cars because hey, why not, right? But if you see this car driving by, vroom, what kind of car is it that you just know, unmistakably? I know that's a nigga driving that car. What car is it? Give me one.
It's a hood car. Box Chef.
Box
Caprice
Chef.
Classic. all day. Box Chev is a classic hood car.
Anything a Buick,
Scrapers, yeah,
Oldsmobile.
any Oldsmobile. Somebody said a Chevelle. I mean, yeah, Chevelle. But you know what?
Box
Cadillac,
Chevy.
the old school Lex, like the old school drop top
Hey,
Cadillacs.
Crown Vics, number
Oh yeah.
one car. Got a big Crown Vic. You ain't never not seen a nigga driving or a Grand Am.
Oh yeah. Somebody just said Grand National, but a dude with money though. Somebody just said Grand National right when you said it. But then you got old school Cougars and all that. So it depends
Yeah,
on your era.
but see, that's California.
Oh yeah,
But I'm talking
we talking
about
about cross.
general,
We talking about all
worldwide,
the way. You could be
because it
anywhere in the world.
because any car, and I also say any car with Dayton's on it,
So
you know
Box
that's a
Chev,
nigga
I
driving
think
it.
Box Chev is universal in the United States,
And
at least.
Crown Vic,
And but no, Cadillacs.
yeah, them sedan DeVilles.
Yeah, them Cadillacs. You know what I mean? Because like even in Miami, you know they got the drop top Lax with the whoop.
I still
So,
think Crown Vic could be the Cadillac though.
but
Crown
now,
Vic, you see niggas with Crown, them police car, anything that was an old police car.
yeah, yeah. But I
Yeah.
think the top one might be Box Chev though. I'm gonna keep it real. Caprice Classic. I would put
I
my
think
money
that
on that.
I would go with Crown Vics. I think them niggas in them damn Crown Vics, man, them Crown Vics be sliding too. I ain't gonna lie. But I think now what's a car when you said you know it's a female driving it?
A baby mama vehicle, a goddamn a
Nah,
BMW X5, a Toyota,
Jeeps,
a Jeep, a baby.
Jeeps, uh, Nissan Altimas,
Altima. Somebody just
Nissan
said
Maximus.
Altima when you said it too, right? When you said Altima. I was
uh,
saying Toyota. I was trying to say Altima. Yeah.
uh, Somebody
Oh,
said
what
Monte
was the one back in
Carlo,
the? Oh. See,
El
and now,
Camino.
well, all right. Now, if we start, yeah, Jeep. If we
Uh,
start talking about like eras, though, you know, the remember the Acura Legend?
yeah, nigga, I had one of them things too, boy.
Yeah,
I
the
had
Acura
one of them
Legend.
things too.
That was that
Yeah.
was that was him. And then you know, I don't know if people ever had a car club, but I know people that had like the Mustangs, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
5.0, Maros, and then
Man, me
old
and my
school.
sister was just talking. I told her, I said a Maverick. She said, "Don't nobody want that ugly ass car." I liked it, the Maverick. Fuck out of here. I liked it, the damn Maverick, man. I seen one with the burnt orange. Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Can't no state, and I know somebody gonna say Florida or Texas, and I get it. They got their own styles, but California, hands down, make the freshest cars come. The candy paints, the different color
Well,
paints when niggas.
Florida got that too, though.
But I'm gonna say they stole it from California.
I'm gonna say
Now,
it's California.
now,
Well,
cause
yeah, a lot of people don't know about California because they gonna think just LA, and when they think LA, they gonna think lowriders and all that. But you know, me and my boys, we had the Lexuses, the
mm,
SC 400. You know, I
mm,
had the SC. We had the SC 400 and the GSs. You know what I mean? So
mm.
that was our car club. We had the SCs and then we had the GSs, and then we used to switch them up. You know what I mean? But that was yeah.
Nick,
That's
I had the rental
down.
cars. I was hopping in and out of rentals. Yeah,
I had the
that was
cleanest
it.
SC out.
I was hopping in and out the rentals. Shit, that was the thing. Remember when niggas used to go steal the rentals from the airport? You remember that? And my next question that I was gonna ask is the next question. Scrapers, nigga. You remember? That's when them Grand Ams
Oh, I had a
came
green
out fresh.
striper
You
too.
remember?
Me and D had a green one. I had a like a gold type one with the TVs in it. Me and D back to
The
back.
the next question that I had was
Oh, you remember the Vans? When everybody was riding
nigga,
around with the Vans?
nigga, if you see a nigga in the van, nigga, you finna get robbed.
You know what Vans I'm talking about though? The boop boop ones with the
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
in it,
Yeah, I know my
with
Uncle Larry
the
used to
tall
have
ones.
one. Yeah, my Uncle Larry used to have the 18 vans. You talk about I know, but
You say always. I ain't talking about the sliding van. You talking
yeah, cause
about
I nigga, you know what
yeah.
I was
You
finna
talking
say,
about the
nigga. You see
slide.
that
Yeah, you
goddamn
talking
van,
about
you
slide.
nigga,
Yeah.
it's
Now that's
over
something
with.
different. Now I'm talking about the one with the rims on it. It's basically like a mobile home.
Yeah, yeah.
You say
Hey,
always tell it. I know on this damn boy. Good thing it's we was talking about them other dudes.
No, I wasn't. I was talking about them other people. I'm telling niggas names. Rico,
Suave.
Marquise. Oh, I
No.
just said Marquise.
Can't say
Can't say
that.
that one. My bad, dog. My bad. It wasn't Keith. Hey, I'm gonna ask this question because I was watching something today. I was watching something. Well, I was watching Candace Owens. So my
Wait, wait,
question
wait,
is
wait,
going.
wait, wait, wait. Who is that? That's
You don't know who Candace Owens? Candace Owens is the black lady. She
like a politician or something?
she ain't really no politician, no. But people don't like her. They don't like her because they be saying she always politicking for the white people or
Well, because
the
at first I thought you was
Republicans.
talking about a track, somebody that run track, and I was like, nah, that's not. She don't run
Nah,
track.
nah.
But she like a politician or something, right? Like that.
Lightweight. Well,
Okay,
they fired
okay,
her. She was on Fox News and shit. So
okay.
my question is, who is somebody that gets a lot of hate, but if you listen to them, they really be giving a lot of knowledge and shit. And the reason I said that, the reason I asked
Deion
that question,
Sanders, probably at the
Dion,
top of the list.
Candace Owens to me, you know what I'm saying? But Dion is so positive in what he say, and he be checking people. Dion to check your ass in a
Man,
minute,
so cold.
and 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 and
In
then
the
go
name
back and
and
be
say in the
humble
name of
about it.
Jesus.
Yep. And he'll be hella humble about it
Yeah.
and check you and then going about the next conversation. But I say Candace Owens because she speaks a lot of if people listen to her, actually listen to what she be saying,
Mm-hmm.
then you will see that she be spending a lot of game. But people are so quick to over talk her because they don't really want to hear what she's saying because they already got a perception about her. And because their perception is, and I ain't saying everything she say a nigga's gonna agree with, but if you listen to what she say, it's like, damn, she was just making hella sense right there. But a lot of times people don't want to hear things that make sense. They want to hear things that sound good. So for me, when I just heard her talking, she was talking about like Lyndon B. Johnson. Now, I wasn't born for Lyndon B. Johnson presidency, but I know that one of the biggest things that he said was, black people used to vote Republicans, but one of his biggest things that he said was, I'm gonna have them niggers voting Democrat for the next 200 years.
Yeah.
And then we start voting Democrats.
Yeah.
But she was saying, he also was like he didn't want to sign something to help black people, but he was forced to do it. So I think they had just assassinated JFK or something. So it was
Mm-hmm.
when you just listen to what she be saying, sometimes
Yeah.
everything don't make sense, but she's hella intelligent. She articulates what she's going to say. She's intelligent if you listen to her, and she stands on her business. She stands on what she says. She believes it. She delivers it, and then if you pick up what she putting down, then fine. If you don't, a lot of people hate on her. Oh, you like white men, you like this, you like that, and a lot of times, man, just listen to what she's saying, and you'll be like, damn, she just hit the nail on the head. So you went with Denzel, y'all in the comments.
No,
Candace is a hit and
no,
miss. Yeah,
Denzel. I didn't say Denzel. I said Dion.
Dion. Denzel too, though. That nigga be
Yeah,
saying some good
Denzel.
shit.
Yeah.
Denzel said he not making no more movies after this. After Gladiator 2 and after Othello, he said he done.
I
He
don't
said he,
blame
he said he done. Even though Samuel Jackson is the better actor anyway.
you.
But
There you go.
I'm gonna leave that be.
Yeah, I haven't listened to her enough to say one way or the other, so I can't really tell. That's Mike. Who wins a fight, Wesley Snipes or Michael Jai White? It's not
Michael
even
Jai
close.
White will
It's
beat the
not
shit
the
out of
shit out of
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes. It's not even close.
Michael Jai White probably gonna beat the shit out of half of these MMA fighters.
Yeah, it's not even close. It's not even close. Michael Jai White will. It's not even
Cat
close.
Williams is Cat Williams, that because Cat Williams be saying some shit. Cat Williams tells the truth. Cat Williams tells the truth. And then we watch Diddy fall. So did Cat snitch?
I never heard the
The whole
episode
interview.
yesterday. I never heard none of it. I've never listened to it. So I don't know what he said on there. He was talking about Diddy on there.
He talking about everybody. He talks about it. When you see when Cat did that interview, everybody start responding to him. What they say, hit dog or holler.
Yeah,
It was a bunch of hit dogs.
yeah.
And then, but I was watching something on Puffy. So they got something out right now. Say they got Puffy and Snoop. They got Puffy and Snoop. Show the picture with Puffy holding Snoop hand and shit. Say that they say they they already saying Snoop is a informant. They said that Snoop probably has something to do with the Pac shit. They say because when he got off the plane with a butter knife, or he was on a plane with a butter knife, they like, nigga, who you finna hit with a butter knife? And then he went over there where Puffy was with Puffy and them. It's been a lot of I don't know where this Puffy trial finna go. I can't wait to see the movie though. Did he do it?
I don't know. Who knows where it's gonna go? But yeah, I haven't really listened to the Candace chick to comment either way. But I do know that there are people who, get hated on all the time. And it whether you are in the eye of like the media or mainstream individuals,
Mm-hmm.
um, or just somebody within your own community. It's people within their own community who get hated on. So the bigger thing that, and I was just talking to my son about this yesterday. The bigger thing is what's wrong with people that inside of themselves, they feel it necessary to hate on somebody else. What's wrong with individuals when they see someone that is, whether and not even controversial, like, oh, it could be this, could be that, like this is just positive stuff that's happening, this is someone doing well. What triggers this person within themselves to purposely go out their way to hate, even in their mind when they know they're wrong? What it really is when people hate on somebody else, they just hate themselves. So they just want to put out some hate. But here's the thing that I always taught my son from day one, and I said this before on here. If you live for the love, which is fake, you fall for the hate. And Dion was just talking about this on a clip I saw today to the media. They was asking them questions like in a more positive way. And he said, why would I care about what y'all saying positive now when I didn't care about what y'all was saying when y'all was saying negative stuff?
Mm,
The point is, I don't care about what you say. It don't
mm,
matter. And I teach my team and these young men that it doesn't matter what nobody says. It don't matter if they saying something good about us. It don't matter if they saying something bad. They just talking. What matters is what we do. And this is something that I taught myself and taught my son. And so the bigger question is, what's wrong with them individuals? And more importantly, for on the other side of it, focusing on no matter what people say, no matter how good a compliment may feel, no matter how good recognition may feel, no matter how good praise may feel, don't ever let that become part of your everyday life, that you live for that or even respond to it. Because if a person trains themselves to respond to uh, recognition from others or fake love from others, it's only a matter of time that that individual sets themselves up for the hate that's going to come. And then that could be their downfall because they trying to get back to the fake love. And a lot of people, even within their communities or on a larger scale, they get caught in that trap. So it don't matter what nobody say. I don't care if it's Candace Owens. I don't care if it's Deion Sanders. I don't care if it's KC or Parrish. We don't give a fuck. It don't matter what nobody say. It only matter what we say, what we do, what our character is. And if someone gives you a compliment, right on, but it don't mean nothing. Because when that person say some shit that's some hate, it still don't mean nothing. It only matter what you say and doing your character and who you are.
so in short, how you feel about me is not my business. It's not none of my business.
It has no effect on me.
What we got to start doing is start prioritizing. I was gonna work. Excellent segue. Priorities. You got to start prioritizing. Saying fuck these folks. Start
Indeed.
prioritizing cutting people off. Prioritize. Hey, prioritize putting you first, putting how you feel first, and start cutting these folks off. Hey man, listen. I seen somebody say something today, man, and I said, man,
And
that's
that's the
so close.
outsiders. When you say them folks, you're talking about the outsiders, the people that's not part of what you're doing and building.
I'm
You
talking
know,
about anybody who disturbing your peace.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
care if they outside or inside. If they
well,
disturbing your peace,
well,
peace.
well, if they're part of the nucleus of what you're doing, hopefully these people are not disturbing your peace, because then you definitely
Right.
need to remove them. You want to be, if you're leading a group of individuals, or you're within this group of bosses amongst bosses, y'all should be able to collectively, that's a beautiful thing. But then you can't let the outside noise affect what you're building right here. You know what I
And
mean?
remember this too, though. We in like a whole world of depression and hella misery and self-hate and self-sabotage. We in
Yeah,
a
that's
whole
what.
bunch of that negative ass energy right now. So in this moment and in this time frame, you got to understand one thing that our parents taught us when we was kids. That something they made a movie about it. Misery. Misery loves company. So if it's a whole bunch of miserable ass people running around here, hella depressed, hella negative, hella boozy, hella
Hella
everything that
boozy.
you don't want to fuck with. Hella all like if you see a person from a mile away and you like, here come this negative ass. Every time I talk to this mother, hey, get rid of these folks. Hey,
Yeah.
man, bob and weave, man. Look, get up out of here. You got to start prioritizing cutting these folks off because misery loves company. And everybody they want to drag you down with them. That's what I always preach. If you vibrating high, don't come down here and turn your vibration down low to mingle with peons, man. If you're gonna be a king or a queen, if you're gonna feel like you're gonna ascend to a greater plateau, man, you gotta leave some folks where they at. Everybody can't go on your journey. So what they
Indeed.
think about you don't mean nothing. What they say about you don't mean nothing. How they feel about you don't mean nothing. Where you sleep don't mean nothing to them. What they sleep with, what you eat don't make them shit, and vice versa. So prioritize cutting these raggedy ass motherfuckers off. If you're disturbing my peace one time, peace out. That was
Yeah. Yeah,
cold.
yeah, definitely. If you're disturbing the peace, peace out. You get the deuces, because I'm certain, because I'm just here for my peace. Somebody said jealousy and insecurity, and they have too much time on their hands instead of focusing on themselves. Indeed, a lot of people, you know,
You better
don't
know
have
they
they
energy
don't got,
vampires.
they don't have nothing to do. You know what I mean? They don't have nothing to do, or they're not capable of doing what somebody else is doing. And so, since because people who are doing stuff don't have time to do that. They don't have the energy to behave. Like people who are like boom boom working over here and whatever the goals, and really actively working towards their own goals, whatever it is, they don't got time to stop and try to hate on somebody else, because they moving and grooving. In fact, they might see somebody else moving and grooving over there. They're like, oh, I see you. Okay, cool. And it only inspires them to keep, you know what I'm saying, working. So yeah, definitely. They have
If
too much
you
time on
if
their hands
you
because
don't
they
have
don't know.
nothing going on with your life, if you broke, if you sitting at home broke, living at home off of somebody, ain't got no priorities about yourself, no business about yourself, and you hating on somebody,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say.
No, yeah, don't
But
say that. Don't say that.
I ain't gonna
Don't say
say
that.
that.
I
But if
know what you was
you
gonna say.
yeah,
But
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 if
but I'll say it like this for you. Keep yourself over there by yourself, and just
out of
go
sight,
on
out of mind,
out of sight, out of mind. We don't
out of
need
sight of mind.
you. Yeah.
Because if you can sit over here and talk about somebody and you ain't got nothing going on with yourself, and if you listen, man, a lot of y'all be bums and then have bums stand with you. So you can be a bum and have a bum stand with you. So you in a bum party. It's a bum collective. Y'all living in tent city in a house, a bunch of bums talking about people and gossiping and gabbing and doing all the hating for no reason. Some of y'all, I can't stand negative energy, energy vampire. Like that was a real thing, man. A lot of these motherfuckers is vampires, and they want to drain you of your energy because they don't have nothing, and that's all they can do. They're leeches, they're maggots. You gotta don't don't go playing in the trash. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna
And,
leave
so,
that
and
at
some of
that.
those people they just doing it for their own entertainment too. They get joy out of causing ruckus and making noise and doing disturbing people peace. They only doing it for some people, sick in the head. They do it for entertainment. But anyway, what
Yeah,
we got
but
next?
keep the negative energy away. All right, so boom, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, right? So you know they say Atlanta and Frisco. You know what they say, right? A lot
Mm-hmm.
of gay people. I don't even know if that's the right word that we should be
That is,
using.
that's
All
as
right,
far
so
as I
let's
know,
go
that's
with
the
that.
word
Right.
that they
I
go
don't
with.
want it to be triggering anybody or nothing, right? But they say it ain't a bunch of good men in Atlanta. Ain't no men because all the men out there messing with the men. All these no good niggas, they messing with the men. They down low. That's what they saying. You know what I'm saying? They down low. Oakland, what they say, Frisco and Atlanta, this is the gay mecca. And we always, as soon as we hear gay mecca, the down low, we always go straight to
Oh, I
men.
know where you're going to. I know where
We
you're going
always go
to with
straight
this.
to men. We always think,
I know
damn,
where
here
you're
go
going at.
this fruity ass nigga right here, and then this motherfucker, this the shit that we think, right?
I know where you're going at.
But nobody say nothing about them down low women. The women who out here acting like
Yeah.
they good. Oh yeah, girl, you look good, girl. Oh, you so cute today, and all that good shit, and all the time. All the while they finna knock you. We get our
Do
game
down
from
low
women.
women exist in the world is
Hell
basically
yeah,
the
they
topic
exist.
right now. What you say?
And hell yeah, cause look, we got our game from women, right? That's
Down low
you
women is a whole nother topic. That's crazy.
you get your game from. We start getting our game from our mamas, that right? Your moms, your sisters, your cousins. That's where we get our game from. They teach you how to talk to women. Boom. But we never think, right? With all these women that's walking around here with fake winkers and studs and shit like that, and they be like, "Oh, that's my home girl. She hella cool." And me, my antennas go up immediate. You thinking like I'm thinking. So what gonna make you not think? You know what I'm saying? If I know I would try to be your friend, so I can slide in a little bit later whenever uh we all accidentally break up and it just happened. You know that it just happened. I just was in the right place at the right time. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it did.
Yeah, yeah.
This is how we would maneuver, but she doing the same thing.
She doing the same
And
thing.
she doing the same thing. She coming over here,
She comforting her girl.
and she hating.
Is she
That
hating?
nigga ain't shit. Ooh, you don't need nobody like that. You deserve
While
way
she
better
undoing her dress and shit.
the whole time. And now all of a sudden your girl done got finessed. And now and
And
now,
she got questions now. She questioning herself.
now she questioning herself, right? You don't
What
do it
just
like this.
happened?
Right. You so sensitive. You knew how to touch me. You knew how to make me feel. You knew how to do this. Nah, hell no. She just ran your ass. She just ran her. She's a predator.
She's a predator.
She's a predator. She's a whole problem out here. But we don't never
What?
want to say nothing about these down low women. Y'all out here want to go to swingers clubs and you want to go on a girls trip. You want to go get drunk.
Say a predator.
We do. We do this. We look like we thirsty. Hey, you want to go get drunk? You want to go to the swingers club? You want to go do this? You get your thirsty ass up out of here. But your homegirl do it. Your homegirl do it and y'all cool. And then all of a sudden you come back and now you like girls. Make that make sense. How you just done got finessed about your drawers, but if I tried, then you call me all bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually I'm laughing, but there's truth to what you're saying that people never even discuss it. I'm laughing, but it's true. People never discuss that. And you know what's funny? Women know better than you and I. How you're discussing this right now? Women, it's like, yeah, so what's her name was always like that when they
This nigga
played
snitching.
basketball together and shit in high school, or when they used to be, she was always the one over there trying to lay under the covers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely some truth to what you're saying. And don't nobody ever bring light to it when they be talking about, like you said, Atlanta, San Francisco. They always think about dudes or whatever and never think about the ladies contributing to that culture.
Remember when we went to school and the gym teacher, see you I know you know, but I ain't gonna say no names and I'm just gonna use the teacher and the student. But remember I
The
think she was
basketball coach, she was a
for the
basketball
girls
coach, and she
and she was
was
yeah
hitting on the girls. Yeah,
and hitting the girls
yeah.
and the girls just getting turned out by this undercover. She a down low. She ain't even saying that. She just, hey, y'all want to go get some
Oh,
ice cream?
you know what's crazy? How the hell did she do that though? Because them is
Because
children.
she was
These are the
down low.
adults. But
She
how
was
did
down
she?
low.
So how did she get a job at the school as the head coach? They like, we won't put no dude in that. We gonna put a woman. We feel more comfortable with a woman, and this is what you're talking about right now. We feel more comfortable with a woman coaching young girls, young ladies, and she ended up. It was in the newspaper and everything. She was like, but how did she?
Ass predator.
The whole
predator.
team, and it was like the whole team. But how the hell did she even approach how did she even approach them with that shit? And man, but she was a predator, I guess.
She's a predator. Asking them, do they want to bite the burger? You want to bite my burger? You want to piece of burger?
I don't know what was going on. But to your point, that is something that we know of that happened. And yeah, the basketball coach, the ladies basketball coach was definitely, and then but she ended up getting, somebody told her something happened.
I mean, think about it like this, and then think about some of y'all homegirls. Do they ever get a little too close to y'all?
Yeah.
Little extra touchy.
Yeah.
Always want to be in there when you get naked. And see, that's the perfect cover because they can come right in there. Y'all be in there naked with each other. Men don't be in the room naked with each other.
Hell no.
We don't be in the room naked with each other. Girls, y'all be in the room naked with each other all day. And you don't even know your homegirl just you don't even know. She in here staring you down, looking like meat over there.
Hey,
but we
listen,
do that. We do that
careful.
shit. We gonna be predators, right? But girls don't.
But I think also sometimes women laugh it off, even when they know their friend is doing that. Girl, you play too much. Stop.
Right.
Dude's not gonna do that.
No. Nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, run that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole different type of situation. A girl might laugh, oh girl, you always playing, stop, or some shit, but a dude ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? So, different.
Nigga, I was locked up.
But you're right.
When I was locked up, even when we had to take showers it was 6 showers, 4 people would get in that shower. Niggas didn't even take off their underwears until it was time to clean their drawers and hurry up and get out the shower. Niggas would sit up in there, clean up in their drawers.
Yeah.
Everything that you got to do until it's time to clean your drawers and then get out and put your towel on and get up out of here.
Yeah.
Girls would sit up in there, walk around naked, talk around naked, do all kinds. They do toes, be in there shaving. You like this? They doing all this the whole time. They homegirl just they're talking about working. Do your thing. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, girl, you look good. You look good. You know what I'm saying?
Do your thing. What?
I'm just saying. This is what they doing. And then all of a sudden, she don't want to come home. Now they're going on girls trip. This is how girls trips start. She in here looking, oh, you look nice. You look, girl, you wearing that dress. You wearing that dress, and now they're going on girls trip.
You just brought something up though, because people do go on girls trips. People go on guys trips. And they could be a couple and they'll say, oh, he's on a guy's trip. And there'll be a couple and the husband or whatever say, oh, she's on a girl's trip. Or they'll go on a trip at the same time. Like, oh, we're going on a girl's trip. You should go on a guy's trip. And they do that. What exactly is a girl's trip? And what exactly is a girl's trip?
They said when she just stole your girl. Mrs. Steal Your Girl.
I'm saying, why do people, and so like, it's just, I mean, I know it's ladies only, that's what it is. But is that healthy in a relationship? Is that a necessity?
Man, is your woman going on an
all-girls trip a necessity?
They're going to get their rocks off. The question is, they going to get their rocks off with a dude, and they trying to go out there and be the passport girls, the passport sisters, or is they going out here to be lick lizards? Because you got to be, you know what I'm saying? You heard about the girl got caught at the airport with the long strap on, and the lady just opened it up and put it back in there. So where you
is that a necessity? Girls trips and guys trips in a relationship, is that a necessity?
Hell no. It don't make it no necessity with me. And look, I'm possessive and controlling. So if you fucking with me and you talk about you going on a girls trip, shit, we going on this motherfucker. We gonna go together. If it's gonna be some anything going on, we gonna be participating.
You lying, because if your girl say she going somewhere, you gonna be like, hurry up and go. You've been trying
Yeah.
to
Hey,
you've been trying to
hey.
get some
Yeah,
time
you're
for
right. You're
yourself.
right. You're right. Look.
You gonna act like, oh, so you just go for real? You gonna go? All right. Well, you're
Fuck up
cool.
out of
You
here.
be man. Get your. You
Yeah.
gonna be. She ain't gonna be able. You ain't gonna be able to
Yeah.
close the door fast enough.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, it depends.
In case
If
y'all
it
don't know, men, as much as they like love their women and want to spend all the time in the world with them, there are times where
we
when they
want
be
y'all.
gone, it's like when your parents used to live at a house and you'd be like, oh, your parents out of town. Oh, you got the house to the face? Dudes still be juice when they got the house to the face. Bro, she gone, she out of town.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
nigga don't want to go nowhere the whole time for a whole year. Nigga won't go nowhere. Let you go out of town.
Oh
Nigga,
my
hey,
God.
bro, what we doing this week, bro? What you want? Shit, nigga, I'm trying to. We get out, and then 9 o'clock coming. Nobody going nowhere. That shit dead, nigga. Hey, I'll hit you tomorrow, bro. It's all
Yeah.
good. Well, nigga ain't going nowhere.
Now, there's
Nigga,
nothing wrong with going on a girl's trip. There's nothing wrong with going on a guy's trip. We just
now wait a
talking
minute.
the other side.
Hold
The other
on,
side.
cause I know what you said right there. With it, you know, ain't nothing wrong with it. But if you know that her homegirl been looking at her funny, you're gonna be like, hey, I don't really know if I really want you to go with her. She been giving me the weird eye.
Your
You get
sister,
weird
your
vibes.
cousins, your aunties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but little Riri from over there, little Riri be coming over here with the skull cap
No, I'm
on,
gonna tell you the ones
the
you gotta be
fitted cap.
careful. The ones you gotta be careful. The ones that if your girl has a friend and she goes out the state or whatever, or to a party in state, whatever, she goes to a party of her friend, and then her friend who party it is has other friends. And then the other friends meet your girl through the mutual friend. You with me? And
Right.
then they be like, oh, I really like her. We should be friends now. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And then they try to befriend your girl because of the mutual friend that they had and try to build a friendship outside of the mutual friend.
How can you even tell if your girl just got ran by other girls
You can't
when she just went on this trip? How can you even tell? Like, so I heard that when dudes used to say they was going on guys' trip, when they would come back, the women would check their drawers. And they said that if they had blood in the drawers or
oh,
doo-doo
yeah.
stains in the
Oh
front
my
and the
God.
back. I'm being honest. This is what I heard, right? That's how they knew they was out there doing something they was supposed to be doing. But if your girl go out of town, how do you check to see if she just got ran out there by her homegirl? How you even know? So
Do you care?
hell, nigga, yeah, and I'm gonna be concerned and I'm gonna be upset. Let me tell you why. I'm
If
gonna
you
be
found out
concerned.
your girl was cheating with girls, and that's the only she never cheated with a dude, but she had been sleeping with her girlfriend that's a girl, you upset?
I'm pissed off. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pissed off. Uh, cheating is cheating, regardless. And these women, bruh, they emotions. They know how to cater to each other emotions, and they talk bad about us. Somebody said something. What? Oh no,
That's a cold game.
I don't
You
know what
won't
happened.
know, just like when we cheat with dudes. Let's not even go here.
Ah, see.
That's a cold game. She said, you won't know. She said, you won't know. Because you was asking, how would you know if your girl cheat with a girl? She said, here go the answer to your question. You won't know, just like when women cheat with dudes. So let's not even go there.
And that's what I'm trying to say. That's why my daddy taught me something a long time ago. All right, hey, for the fellas in here, my daddy taught me this a long time ago. Now y'all gonna say it don't work. This is like one of them old school uh wise folks tales or whatever y'all want to say that y'all ain't gonna think that ain't gonna work. But I'm gonna tell you, this is how I'm gonna figure it out. My daddy told me when you go to mess with your girl, and you want to find out if she got something, take your finger and rub it in your ear. Get your little earwax on your finger. Do it real smooth. When you go down there, Pete, quit laughing. Pete, take your hand off your face.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Go ahead and put your hand down there, and you start playing. If she say, "Ow, that burns," you know she done got something. So you know she been out there doing something she ain't had no business doing. So that's how you gonna find out. Pete, stop laughing, Pete. But
These niggas.
so,
So in the
fellas,
so in the 70s and the 60s, they was
yes,
using.
I am. Yes, I am. So you,
Oh shit.
if it
Yeah.
burned, you know she was out there doing something she ain't got to be doing.
Mm.
That's how. Because how do you know if she gonna come back? She gonna act like everything was cool and Gucci, and the whole time she been over there munching, getting munched, hunching, doing everything that she can, and then you start saying, "Hey, when we just bring your friend in?" And she say, "Hell no, that's cheating," or "I ain't bringing nobody else in. I don't like to share." Hell no, if you running her, we running her, and then I won't be so upset.
I
But
won't be so upset.
but here's the thing: what if your girl do say, "Okay, yeah, I've been messing with Whoop the Whoop. Me and her, then we done did it a few times, and but we decided that'll make me mad by itself. If motherfucker come up and be like, we decided that we gonna let you join, right? And then y'all go and have this big threesome, and the friend got better nookie than your girl,
We a family now.
but when the girl leave, your girl say, now that was only one time, it ain't gonna happen no more. You can't do that no more. But the friend had the better nookie, and the friend then gave you that little look like,
Hey.
you know what I'm saying? So you go and hit it again and again and again and again. Now here's the thing. Now you find out that you know how nigga get in and start talking. This mine. You better not never do it to my girl again. It's my shit, whatever. And you find out that she done went back and hit your girl. Do you get jealous now? What you doing fucking my girl?
No, somebody said. Remember when you was talking about you get a train ran on you? Somebody said you getting the train.
Yo, you getting a train right now? You.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah, but
I'll let them run a
shit.
train on me though. I ain't gonna lie. Come on with it.
But yeah, nah, definitely back. I don't know how we got this deep into this shit, but
That's a real
uh
question though.
we
I
gonna get
mean,
back in the car, as they
do
say.
do do you get mad at her though? Is it cheating? Is it cheating if you hit the girl that your girl was hitting, but then you start hitting her more than you hitting your girl, and you get mad at her for hitting your girl? Is it cheating, or is it like we family? So if we can all do this together,
Damn.
I'm gonna agree with you. But if she go back and hit my girl after I hit her, and we didn't already told her
That
she can't hit
that
nobody,
just
I'm gonna be mad as hell. I'm gonna feel like she cheating.
that just sounds like a terrible situation, and some communication need to be held. We need to clear something.
I'm gonna feel like both of them was cheating.
You got somebody got to take somebody got to take the steering wheel and steer the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I would feel like both of them was cheating. I would feel like I was wronged in the situation. I would feel like you started off cheating with her, and then when y'all invited me in, you let me feel why you was cheating with her. So then I decided to cheat with her, but it wasn't cheating because you invited me in. But now you can't hit it no more. But if y'all hit it again, then y'all cheating. It's a complicated situation.
In your
Um,
head, because you planned it out like that.
yeah, it was. I started thinking about it. Shit, that's a real life situation. What if that shit happen? How are you gonna handle that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a terrible situation indeed. What
If
we
it
got
if it, if it's a poly situation, it shouldn't be. If it's a poly
next?
relationship, then it
Relationship.
shouldn't be any cheating.
No, I mean that's what a poly is. Like it ain't. It's just what y'all do. It's all good. So it really depends on what the relationship is. And then are people being honest with what type of relationship they want to have? Because if you were in this crazy web of things that you uh just described, some people are not being honest with what type of relationship they really want to have. They're trying something that ain't really what they want, so then when they get opportunities to explore other things, they explore it, because maybe they just need to be a little more honest with what they really, really want. Maybe your girl really does want to be able to have her man and a girl on the side. She should be honest about that. And maybe the dude want, so that's why I say communication is somebody got to steer the ship and be like, hey man, we don't got to play like this. We grown. Let's be honest about what we really want and bring it to the table. And if it's what we really want, man, let's do what we want to do. And if that's just them being with each other and nobody else, that's what it is. If that's them having a girlfriend and sharing her, then that's what it is. It's up to the individuals. But where people be fucking up, they don't be courageous enough and honest enough to say what they really want before they even go into a relationship, let alone while they're in it. So, quit lying to yourselves. Don't lie to your partner. Be a little more courageous and say what it is that you want. Because you are who you are, and it ain't gonna change even if you try to hide it. You just suppressing something that's gonna come out in some kind of way. So that scenario sounds like a bunch of suppression of people trying to suppress shit that's really at the root of their character. You know what I mean? And it just happened to come out. So I would just say, be honest.
I got a let me ask this. I was having a real good conversation last night about dating the same people. And I know me and you didn't talked about this before, dating the same people with different names. But how do we dating the same people, right? You date the same person, but with a different name, right? Meaning we got our types of people that we like, right?
Okay.
So whenever you deal with somebody, I like Sherry because Sherry thick. She got the short haircut. She got a cool personality. She be chilling. She drink a little bit. She laugh. She crack jokes. Me and Sherry gonna rock. Now when me and Sherry when me and Sherry don't really rock no more, I go meet up with Carrie. Carrie kind of she thick. Her tone different from Sherry's, but her hair a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? All the good shit, but she got the same characteristics as Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the relationship is cool in the beginning, a little bit different here, but it's the same. It's gonna end the same way because guess what? Sherry and Carrie, they different people, but they the same person. Because I'm picking the type of person that I like. This is
Mm-hmm.
the characteristics that I like in a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm picking these people. So my question then becomes, if I keep
Oh, that's why you said same people, different names.
same people, different names. We keep on
Okay.
picking the same type person
Mm-hmm.
because it's what we like.
Yeah,
It's
what you
what we
try.
like.
Yeah.
So this is what goes back to what we were talking about a long time ago, where you start using your heart, which is emotions, versus your brain, which is your logic versus emotion,
Mm-hmm.
right? So now we start looking at, well, damn, I keep getting the same results, and I'm thinking I'm doing something different, but I'm doing the same thing. I keep getting the same. I like the same thing I like. This is what I like. This I know I like this, but I keep getting this. How do we change that? Like, if I know I like this is what I like, but it's not working for me.
Uh-huh.
How do I reverse this and say, you know what? I need to do something totally different from what I'm doing. But the catch 22 is I don't like these other motherfuckers. I don't like this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. So am I gonna keep going in the loop? You know what I'm saying? Where I like this person, so I'm gonna deal with this person until it don't work. Now I'm gonna go to this person, I'm gonna deal with this person until it don't work. Now I'm gonna go back to this person and deal with this person until it don't work, and then we go back and forth with our exes or somebody who's similar who reminds us of this person. Or you remind me of this. Then we start looking at the things that are starting to trigger us about this person. So then, how do you find? How do we reset and then replace? How do we start over and say, okay, let me start this whole process over. I can write down 10 things that I love about a woman right now, and out of these 10 things because I'm looking for it, right? That you look for dirt, you find it. You look for love in the wrong places, you find it. I'm looking for these things, but it keep on leading me to heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
How do I reset and replace what's not working for me? And I know it sounds easy, get rid of things that's not working, but these are the things that I like.
Mm-hmm.
How do I replace these things with and get outside my comfort zone and say, let me step outside of what I normally like. So do that mean I don't, instead of me going for the thick girl, I go for the extra skinny girl? Or do that mean, instead of going for black women, go for white women? Do that mean like you know what I'm saying? Like, how do we reset and replace to say, I don't want to go down this cycle no more. I don't want to keep going this hamster wheel. I want something that's going to be sustainable. I want something that's going to be enjoyable, that's going to be replenishing, that's not going to make me feel depleted, but make me feel fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
How do we reset and replace that? Now, I got my answer, but before I go, I want to hear what you got to say, P.
No, go ahead, get your answer.
All right. So the answer is I think like this. You're gonna keep on, you're gonna like what you're gonna like. It's not it's not about not liking what you like, because you like what you like. The thing is, we got to start making sure we're going about it in the right way. And a lot of times especially for me, right? I think one of the quickest ways to do it, to find out if I like you, is to have sex with you. And I know that shit sounds crazy, because that's always the first goal. Let me have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? And this when I start having sex with you, guess what? Guess what I'm working? Guess which emotion? Well, there you go. I'm using my heart right now, right? Because I'm going off the emotion. We having sex. It feels good. Our energies is intertwining. We loving on each other. I'm looking at you. We talking. All that good shit. So now my heart got you. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be with you. We're gonna be together, right? And then, but my brain is saying, pump your brakes. Slow down a little bit. Let's get to know this person. Let's see if it's more than just sex. Let's see if it's more than just attraction based off of physical appearance. Let's like really, and I'll go back to the resume. Do your resume. See if you can build with this person and give. I think we should go back to the old school ways of withholding sex for at least 90 days to 180 days. I think we should go back to that. And I know it's gonna be hard, because a lot of it we based off of emotions, and um, we horny. You know what I'm saying? Until the women get to an age where they don't want to be having sex no more. But other than that, but we be horny, right? We basing it off of lust. And so we start letting our heart start guiding us. But I don't trust my heart no more, because I use my heart, and it leads me down the wrong way. I lead with my heart, and then my heart will get broken. Now I'm trying to put back together all these pieces. And we know the quickest way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. So this is why, and the person who I'm looking for is going to resemble the person that I just lost. And the
Mm-hmm.
person who I was dealing with resembled the person that I just lost, because the person who I was dealing with before that was the person who had me, but they hurt me. And I like what they gave me before they hurt me. So now I'm trying to replicate them with this person and the next person, but I'm on this hamster wheel now. Keep going back to the same person, and the same things didn't keep working. So how? And y'all in the compliments, y'all help me. How do we break that cycle and start investing in the longevity of the relationship? How do we start looking at these relationships and approaching them differently? Because if all the relationships don't work and you're on this hamster wheel, the common denominator is you. Something about you isn't working. Something about you is hurt, and something about you isn't healed properly. And a lot of times we don't want to take the time to heal. We don't want to take the time to fully invest in ourselves and say, hey, I'm not ready to love you right now. Because for men, for a lot of us, we don't want to deal in hurt. Nobody wants to deal in pain, except for the big pharma companies who are going to give you medication to make you feel better. So what we start doing, we start self-medicating. How? We gonna hit the weed, hit the drink, go have sex, make it, try to anything to mask the pain, to hide the pain. Medicine don't cure pain. Medicine just mask it and make you not feel it for a brief minute. That's what we do when we go have sex with all these other people. When we go from one relationship to the next, we not addressing the pain. We're masking it. We're hiding it, and then we wonder why we keep getting hurt. We keep getting hurt because we keep on dealing with the same person, and it ain't the person who we were dealing with. We dealing with us. We don't want to address our pain and our healing and our hurt. We don't want to sit in that shit. We don't want to sit in that shit. So we start trying to pass it off to somebody. Here, you deal with it. Let me deal with you. And guess what? Now we dealing with somebody who just did the same shit we did. So guess what we got now? We got a trauma bond. Now we bonded by trauma. Now we sitting up in here in a relationship that neither one of us happy in because neither one of us was happy to begin with. So now we up here dealing with each other, looking at each other, fucking on each other. But guess what? I'm gonna get bored with you because I didn't heal myself, and I see you as the person who I was just dealing with. So now I'm gonna go cheat on you, or you gonna go cheat on me. So guess what? Hamster wheel. So we back here cheating on each other, being unprotected, doing all these soul connections, getting all these soul ties, draining energy. We becoming vampires. We becoming vampire. We dealing with leeches. How do we fix this? How do we fix this shit? I guess the key word is gonna be take the time and love on yourself.
Indeed. So it depends on the individual because you can
Mm,
like outside of a box, right? Your attraction or what you pick from doesn't have to be in a box. That right there in itself could be self-imposed. If a person feels like what they like um, is in just a box, that could actually be self-imposed. Like most of some of the stuff that you were talking about, it can be self-imposed. So if a person says, "I keep liking these types of individuals over and over and over again, and what else am I supposed to do because this is what they like?" That actually could be self-imposed. They may not be allowing themselves to like outside of that box because they are telling themselves that this is the habit, which becomes a lifestyle. Your mind follows the order. Like I remember I used to say all the time, I used to be like, I'm bad with names. I used to say that. And I say it even jokingly. I used to say it all the time. I'm now terrible with people names. And then it wasn't until I learned to start training myself differently. And I said, I used to be bad with names. I'm now working on improving and being better with names. I'm working on the habit. And then that's when I got better with remembering people's names and using people's names. But when I kept claiming that I was bad with names, well, I was bad with names. So if a person is claiming something that is a bad habit, but they're wise enough to identify that it's a bad habit, they're selling themselves short because there's wisdom present. They're wise enough to say, this is a bad habit, but they're stopping right there instead of going beyond the recognition of the bad habit and now figuring out the best practices to change the habit or doing the work to change the habit. They settle for recognizing it's a bad habit, but continuing to do the same bad habit out of bad practice. They've been
mm,
practicing this bad habit so much, it's now second nature, first nature. They do it even when they recognize that they're doing it. But changing a habit, the first thing is the recognition. If you can recognize that if a person can recognize that they have a bad habit, because you understand there are people who don't even recognize that the habit is bad, that it exists. They're just living in it in ignorant blissfulness. It's just ignorant bliss. But if a
mm,
person is wise enough to say, this is a bad habit, but how they conduct themselves and speak about it, then they're only allowing themselves to stay there. So if
mm,
a person says, I keep picking these same type of individuals over and over again, and it only leads to this, well, they might be settling for that box because they might be afraid to step out of that box. You said something that's very key, comfort zones. Well, when it comes to comfort zones, you have to create new comfort zones. You have to challenge yourself to do so. So in this particular instance of what we're talking about, the first thing I would say is, hey, maybe your box ain't just that box. And I mean that figuratively in actual because you was talking about having relations. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
that box ain't just your box. You might be surprised if you actually pay a little more attention to what's outside of that box, because you may have seen something that caught your eye, or that you had a good conversation with, had a good friendship with, but because of a person telling themselves this is their box, they didn't even feel comfortable approaching and going into this other arena, going into this other area. So yeah, the first thing I would say is be aware and mindful of recognizing bad habits, and then having the bad habit of just accepting it and speaking it into existence. Because the moment that you say, I'm working on choosing better, I'm working on going and getting out of this box, in that moment, you're taking your wisdom and putting it into action, right? And when you put it into action, you get closer to achieving a new habit and making that a new lifestyle. Habits drive lifestyles. Um, I mean, pretty much what I wrote down here, I pretty much already said. You have to start with yourself. To know exactly what it is that you want. Are you being honest with yourself? Um, Also, jumping relationship to relationship may not be the answer. You may need to learn how to evolve within a relationship. It's not always the answer to jump out of a relationship. Sometimes the answer is learning how to yourself evolve within a relationship. The answer is not always in the partner or seeking another person either. You don't have to look for the answer in someone else. So you could be in this relationship with what you like, but don't be so quick to jump ship. If you keep finding yourself in this box of what you like, well, maybe it's cool, but maybe you need to learn how to evolve within the relationship instead of just jumping out of the relationship just to end back up into the similar relationship. Sometimes people jump out of a relationship so quick because they haven't trained themselves how to evolve within a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They think that evolving means that they have to find that in their counterpart, or that they have to somehow do it together. But a person and a secret to success is learning how to evolve even in a relationship, how to continuously work on yourself and improve yourself. So maybe you don't have to jump out the relationship to begin with. You could salvage it and grow and group and make this relationship do more than just work by working on yourself. So that could be an answer. Don't jump out the relationship. Jump into focusing on yourself more within the relationship, and learn how to evolve within a relationship. And don't think that you have to evolve outside of a relationship. Because sometimes when you evolve in a relationship, the people, not sometimes, all the times, when you evolve in a relationship of any kind, the people closest to you, and no matter how long it takes, at some point, they're going to want to evolve too. Without you demanding them to evolve, without you saying, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to fix this. Just by you focusing and being really truthful and making real lifestyle changes, they're eyewitnesses.
Mm-hmm.
They see it. And as long as you continue to make these lifestyle changes, I promise you, 100%, no matter how long it takes, the people closest to you going to want to make changes in their life too. It could be your mother, it could be your siblings, it could be your woman, it could be your wife, it could be your husband. When you really focus on you, you automatically, just by focus on you, inspire other people to do the same. So learning how to evolve within a relationship could be the answer as well.
Yeah. You ever you ever I know I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. You ever be with your person or be with a person, right? And when you doing it, you be looking at them and you be talking, and we start talking. And if you're doing right, you're talking good. You know what I'm saying? You talking good shit. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
you ask this question right here: Whose is it? This shit mine. This shit mine. Say my name. Do this. We do all that weak ass shit, right? Because we
We
feeling
got
ourselves,
it. Yeah.
right? Cause think about it. And then because we going in and we thinking with our emotions now, with our heart, we start feeling like this. We together now. We this my shit. This mine. This mine. Then you gotta ask the question, and the girl will look back at you or whatever, and they say, "It's yours. It's yours. This yours." Is it mine or is it my turn? Is it mine or is it my turn? That's that evolving in that relationship. Somebody just put alone ain't lonely, and it really ain't. It ain't lonely, especially if you can ask that question, is it mine? Right? But
Hmm.
the we be asking these questions and we be not and then we don't even be prepared for this shit. Right? If she tell you yeah, it's mine. If you get you a girl or you get you a dude and they giving everything that you want,
Yeah.
but you're not ready for it. Somebody asked me a question. If God gave you everything that you wanted right now, every blessing that you can have, everything that you wanted, God gave it to you right now. Are you ready for it? Can you handle it? Can you handle all the blessings that God give you? Because God opened up doors for you the version of you is ready for that door to open. But if He gave you everything right now, would you fumble every blessing that He gave you? Would you fumble most of them? So you got to start asking yourself with these questions. If you ask, is it mine? And she tells you yes, or he tells you yes, and you're not ready for it, why you even ask the question? And can you handle it? And a lot of women say this right here. Uh, I need a man that's gonna lead me. I need a man that's gonna lead. You gotta be a leader. So while y'all in the comments, I want y'all, what does a leader look like to y'all? What does a man leading you look like? Put that in the comments. What do a man leading look like to you? Because y'all say these things, and I get it, because the man's supposed to lead, because the man is the protector, the provider, and all that. I get all that, and I'm with it. But what does leading look like? Because a lot of y'all don't really want to follow. And if he don't know how to lead for real, then it's the blind leading the blind. Or are you gonna become the masculine, and then you're gonna start taking the lead, and then you're gonna start demasculizing him and making him feel like the feminine. So now he don't know how to lead. You don't really know how to lead, but you taking the lead because you feel like he ain't doing enough of it. But he asking, is it mine? Nah, nigga, it's your turn. But she finna go find somebody else. But what does being a good leader look like? Is it me paying all the bills? Is it me saying, hey, hey, if somebody running this house, I'm gonna take care of it. If that's it, that's protecting. But what does being a good leader look like? And the better question is, do y'all even know how to be good followers? Do y'all know how to be a good follower? Do y'all know how to let a man lead? And if and what does it look like to y'all for this man to lead you? What does this look like? Tell me, what does me leading you look like? Because you're grown, I'm grown, we ain't too far off in age. You grew up in the same area that I grew up in. I learned the same shit you learned. You matured faster than me, right? So, what does being a good leader look like to y'all? And if if the man isn't a good leader, and this goes back to what you say, P, y'all be ready to jump out the relationship because he's not a good leader. Instead of working on growing together, building together, and learning. This I think this makes for a good woman. If your man is equally yoked, equally yoked don't mean we both strong in the same spots. It means where I'm weak at, you got to be strong. Where you're weak at, I'll be strong. This is what equally yoked mean. We balance each other out. So if your man isn't leading you the way that you want to be led, wouldn't you feel like it's your responsibility to kind of show him, opposed to demasculizing him and making him feel less? Show the way I said, teach me how to love you. Teach me how to do the things that you want done for you so I can know how to do it. Because I can love Sherry one way, and then I can love Carrie the same way that I'm loving Sherry. For for Sherry, what I did, Sherry loved it. I'm loving Carrie the exact same way I love Sherry, but Carrie can't stand what I'm doing because I'm not doing enough for Carrie. Teach me how to love you. Teach me how to lead you. How do you want to be led? How do you want to be fed? What does it mean and what does it look like to you to be a good to for the man to lead? What does that mean? What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? P, what you got? I want to see what they say. Uh, most people not ready. I tell people to stop praying for things that you're not ready for. But How you know if you're praying for it? How you know
Um,
if
they-
you're praying for it?
well, they said psychological maturity, problem solving ability, emotional intelligence, his ability to provide support and protect, clarity, and leadership skills. Well, leadership is the question at hand. I think when it comes to leadership in general, I know we always like to base things like Bloods and Crips, Democratic, Republican, male, female, like, you know, the difference of one side. But when it comes to leadership, just in general, people, like, what's the best practice just for people, whether male or female? What's the best practice as a person? And what I've found to work when I'm coaching people on leadership is the best thing is to learn how to lead yourself. I said it before on here, like it's just the best practice is learning how to lead yourself. Because when you lead yourself, you're developing a skill set of leadership, first and foremost. And when you lead yourself, people are drawn to it. You don't have to recruit nobody. You don't have to try to figure out how to lead nobody else because what they see in you, they want to follow. So that's kind of like what I was talking about with the evolving. That's leadership. When you
Mm.
learn to lead yourself and evolve for yourself, even in the midst of chaos, everything not going right, but you say, you know what, I'm gonna really just focus on elevating myself. I'm not abandoning, I'm not jumping ship, but I'm focusing on, me in this arena that I'm in. And that self-improvement is a leadership skill. So I think one of the most important keys that you could teach anybody at any age, but it's best to teach at a young age, but at any age, is your leadership skill starts by learning how to lead yourself so that you don't just become a follower. And when you learn how to lead yourself and know who you really are, it's a lot easier for people to want to fall in line and walk with you, or be a part of what you're leading and going to. And you got to have a destination to lead.
Mm.
You can't just say you want to lead or be a leader when there's no design and things in place that you're leading to. Well, what's the destination? Where are we leading to? What is the goal? Even in a relationship, if you have your significant other, you have to have milestones along the way that they can see you achieving. When I say you, the two of you together, that you have to have these milestones along the way. Like, hey, this is something that I want to work towards. I want us to work towards. And
A
then,
couple's goal sheet.
yeah, and have things that you like. I want us to achieve these things, and I'm working towards this. And this is the part that you would play. This is
Mm.
where you would bring your yoke in to help me. I need you to pick. And they're like, oh, I can see that being a thing and us achieving that. That would be great. Now you have an attainable goal that you both believe in, and they believe in you enough to lead the ship and play their part. And then you hit milestones along the way.
Mm.
Right. So you have to have real attainable goals. Saying leadership without having real attainable goals is fictional.
I think that's a great idea. I think every couple should have that implemented. We always get a best part. I think every couple should get together and after the first 90 days, after y'all say, hey, we're gonna rock, I think they should sit down and say, hey, this is the goal. This is our goal for the next 90 days.
Milestone.
And little milestones, baby. We need to go out at least once a month. So let's put this on here. And here's the thing, don't, ladies, don't just say take me out and come up with something. Fuck all that goofy shit. That's dumb. I get it. Just take us out. I just do plan something. Plan something. Fuck that. Tell me what you want to do. I operate in clarity. Don't try to put this shit on me. Tell me what you want to do. So when you do the goal sheet, take me to the play. All right, now I know to start looking for a play. Take me out to dinner. Okay, well, and put three choices or something under there. It can be Italian, Mexican, whatever. Put the shit down. Make it simple. Y'all stop. Y'all overcomplicate shit because y'all want to start putting on. You need to come up with something. Get creative. Be spontaneous. We routine. We move. We operate in routine. Tell us what you want. Be direct with what you want. Say it, put it down, make it clear so we can know what we're looking for and know what we need to do. Because if I pick something that you don't like, damn, you picked something hella boozy. Damn, you just did this. You could have came up with something better than that. Say what the fuck you want to do. Say what you want to do so I can see if it's in my budget. If it's in my budget, then we'll do it. If it's not in my budget, we're going to budget out the way and put something else in place.
But that
That
could be a
way,
goal.
to budget.
Budgeting could be a goal, and that would be a great leader. That would be a great thing to lead, because maybe both of you come from an environment where you were never taught what a budget looks like, or how to budget, or how to work within the budget, or spend within the budget, or even how to increase the spending budget. That could be a goal. Hey, you want to do all these things? That's a beautiful thing. I want to do those too. But how do we get to that? Let's learn how to budget. Let's learn how to earn to increase our budget. So that could be a milestone of learning. You know, budgeting is a skill set that
Right.
many people have never even attempted to put in practice.
CC say that should be discussed
Mm-hmm.
when you're dating to see if it's gonna work. But I guess, but so I go on a date with you 3 times. So let's put this goal sheet out. So you want to go to the movies next week? You want to go to Golden Corral the week after? You good
Well,
free?
I think it depends on what, like, dating, courting. Like, if we're talking about somebody you dating a bunch of people and you just going on dates and just figuring this thing out, or you're kind of narrowing it down and you are like, okay, we're dating, but not dating in the sense of just going out to eat and going to movies. Like, she got a toothbrush at the house type dating, and it's in your courting, and you could see a future of some sort with this individual. Y'all haven't necessarily made it a, you know what I'm saying, like, made it all the way official, but you could see it becoming official. I think that's when, as you start to go into the process of going beyond just, oh yeah, we can go out and go eat. But if it's somebody that you feel like, okay, we can go out and go eat, and I see us like, we could be more than just going out to grab something to eat, then you could start to have those type of conversations. But if it's somebody you just like, shit, what's up with you? What you doing? Let's go eat. Then, yeah.
Should should we start implementing? And this is gonna sound crazy.
But the earlier you
Proactive,
communicate, the better. Yeah.
proactive, right? Preventive maintenance on a relationship. Should we start implementing couples therapy into these goals? And like, or should we wait till we get to a problem where our relationship is finna be fucked up, it's fractured, and then say let's go to therapy? Or should we say, hey, everything is good, but I think we should get a therapist and start doing couples therapy, right? And addressing our issues before they even come to small. They can be small, but if we can get here and we have a mediator, a
Mediator.
person, a mediator in the middle that can hear both of our sides, where it may not be that much disagreements, but if we can start addressing them early, because if you don't address a crack, it'll turn into a bigger crack, and then it'll turn to a crater, or it'll turn to the Grand Canyon. Or should we start saying, hey, if you date me, if we're going to deal with each other, we're going to have this goal sheet. Some of our goals is make sure we're keeping it spicy going out, but we're also going to implement therapy in the beginning and working our way up.
That could be a tool that you could use, but um I think that you have to um be willing to communicate early. I don't know what the drinking game. Every time you say Bootsy drink, I don't know. I don't know what that got to do with anything. But and that kind of threw me off. Hold on,
I
what
don't know
you
how
was
many
just
times I
saying?
said it.
What you was just saying? You were
Should
saying
we
if
should we
should you go
implement
therapy
therapy? Mm-hmm.
early on? That could be a tool that a person used early on. But you was talking about the crack, yes, and this is what I was about to say. Whether in business, because we're talking a lot about like just romantic relationships, but in business, this is my practice. So I have an onboarding process for every member that I bring on. I have an onboarding process for every coach that I bring on, and I believe in dropping the hammer out the gate, because I've never seen it work the other way, where everybody try to be cool up front and act like everything is cool and don't pay attention to the things that could potentially happen. And then they start off on this everything is cool, and I'm talking about a person who's in a position of leadership, a person that's in a position of ownership, a person that's in a position of creating, and other people come into their lives or come into their business, and then they share these things with individuals. Well, it's the same in a romantic relationship. You're sharing yourself and what you've attained on your own with this individual. So I believe in dropping the hammer out the gate, and I'm talking specifically about business, but also I've done it in my relationships, and I haven't had hella relationships, um, romantic relationships, um, purposely, but that you can't ignore things and act like everything is cool, because I never seen it work. I've always seen people end up with a headache, like, and then try to come back and drop the hammer later, like, oh no, I'm not going for that no more. Well, you've been going for it for all this time. You've been overlooking the cracks and the small things all this time. And now people have deemed you and look at you as that type of person. You cool with it because you was cool with it. And now when you try to come back and be like, nah, that ain't gonna work. That does not work. What works is being like, hey, if you come to Train the Brain Fit Club and you want to be a member, we have an onboarding process. You have to fill out this paperwork. You have to go through our assessment. You have to agree to these terms to be a member, a paying member. It sets the standard. If you're going to be a coach at Train the Brain Fit Club, you have to go through. I created my own in-house certification. You got to complete the certification. You got to do hands-on hours where I see you working and you work and you shadow me and I shadow you and see what you're doing. There's standards that have to be met. You can't just call yourself a coach. You can't just call yourself a member. There's best practices and standards that got to be met. Well, if you take that same approach into uh, your personal life and relationships with a significant other, when you're bringing them in, there's standards that you hold yourself to and best practices, and you have to let them know when they're coming into your life that these are standards and best practices, and then you hold yourself in them accountable, or you hold them accordingly to that. And if this person that you are so-called courting or dating is not meeting those standards, you have to let them know that that is an issue, and not overlook it just because she got a big booty. Not overlook it just because you like her. Not overlook it and think that you're going to try to fix it later on. You got to start addressing it right then and there and set the standard. Like, I'll give you one personally. When my Amanda, when we were very young, I was like 20 years old, 21. She was 19. And I told her one thing. I told her a couple things, but one of the things that I told her, this is a personal thing. I told her, I said, what I will never do is be with a woman that involves police around me. You can never call the police on me, nor be the reason that the police show up. If that ever happens one time, I will never, ever be in a relationship with you ever again. And what I mean by that, see, a person thinks that because I'm not gonna ever do nothing for you to call the police, first and foremost, before anybody try to say, well, don't do nothing.
Yep.
But I'm talking about her actions. Because a person can be upset about something, and instead of knowing how to communicate in a regular tone, they want to yell and throw things. And a person can hear that in a neighboring home, or a person can see that as you're walking down the street, or you could be at their family member's house and they want to show out, and then, or it could be anywhere, and then the police get called, and who they gonna approach? And then
Right.
she says, oh no, it wasn't that, I was just it don't matter, they coming up to you and it's all bad. So I was telling her, if you ever have any issue with anything that I do, you can speak to me, we can have a conversation. But what we ain't finna do is be yelling and throwing things and putting on the show and cussing and fussing. You can talk to me, no matter how you feel about it. But if you don't know how to communicate, and I was 20 years old
Mm-hmm.
when I told her this, but I meant every word. So this is what I mean by setting the standard. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna wait until something happened. She yelling, fussing, the cousin, be like, "Hey, I don't go for that." No, I'm gonna tell you right now. It seems like me and you about to be in a relationship. We about to go get this apartment. We finna move in together. Let me just tell you this. And then I remember we was young. There was people that would be fighting and they, man, all kind of shit. We never had those issues. Because even when we had issues, I don't care if we was at her mama house. I don't care if we was outside. We go. And then when we get out the car and we go to where we go, we're not carrying our problems in there either. We're gonna have a respect for whatever we going through to handle it with some type of respect. So that's just an example. Anyway,
Look at you, a real good nigga over there. Look at you. Just a real good
I'm
nigga over there. You be stern and everything. Me?
man, I got that from my mom.
No, that's good. That's that. It's the good thing. It's the right thing. It's good. It's proactive and preventive.
Proactive,
Instead of being reactive. You know what I'm saying? And having to deal with an issue. A lot of times we don't do that because I know I sure the fuck don't. I just go in right off the rip. Hey, this mine. Is it mine?
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
as men, we possessive and we territorial. That's why I don't even want to get into that conversation because I don't want to be on here hella long. But that's gonna be our next. Y'all remind me in the comments. The next one,
Territorial.
territorial versus possessive, because they're different. Man, we're territorial and we're possessive. You know what I mean? Like
As
if
our
it's
women.
mine, it's right. If it's mine, it's mine. So y'all wonder why y'all get cheated on. A lot of times y'all get cheated on is because we're territorial. What's mine, it's mine. That's my possession. It's over here. You know what I'm saying? But as a male, as women too, as my nature gonna say, I want to try something different. Let me go conquer something else. Once you beat level 1 on Mario Brothers, the game don't end. That you didn't beat it. This is in your possession. You got the flag. Go to the next level. Got to go find another one. Let me go conquer some more territory. Once you get the flag there, let me go conquer some more territory. This is why you in this continuous cycle again. But that's where you got to start loving yourself. If you love yourself enough, your territory is is in here, in here. Your body's your temple. Then you'll be at peace with yourself. As long as you ain't, as long as you're at peace with yourself, you're at peace. But if people ain't bringing peace, then
Peace.
peace. You know what I'm saying? Hey, before we get up out of here, yesterday was Clay Day.
Oh.
Yesterday was Clay Day. Clay came out there talking big boy shit yesterday. I watched the tribute. I got emotional and shit. Like, damn, you should have stayed with the Warriors, bro. I felt it. He went out there and started busting their ass for a minute. He shimmying and shit. He doing Clay shit. And he was poking the bear.
Don't put it on two players, CC said, but go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. What they say, it's all fun. If you think it's a game, press play and don't. You know what I'm saying? Until a nigga grab it, until the other person grab the controller. But yeah, Clay went out there. He shimmying, he shaking, he poking the bear. You know, nigga, you ain't here no more. You ain't here no more. We love you for
Yeah,
what you did.
I'm still here. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Big Dog still here,
Big
nigga.
dog still here. Yeah,
Big Dog still here,
yeah,
nigga. They were trying to push Clay over the top and let him beat the Warriors, but hey, Big Dog still here, bruh.
yeah, yeah,
He ain't going nowhere.
yeah.
We'll give up the whole roster, but Steph ain't going nowhere. Draymond can leave, and I don't even think Draymond going nowhere.
I don't think so either. Shit, Clay probably coming back. Keep it real. I told you that.
Stay gonna come. Clay gonna come back to retire.
Yeah, to retire. Yeah,
He gonna come back to retire, of course. But
yeah,
hey, Clay, we appreciate what you did.
for sure.
Dub Nation, you gave four. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Dynasty. But nigga, when you come out there and you start poking the bear, you heard what you said at the end of it. It ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. Now you got to see what it was like for other teams to play against y'all. Now you got to see what it's like to play against Steph. Big Dog.
Yeah,
He was Batman. You was Robin, brother. And it's okay. You
and
just got to
and
understand you playing against Batman.
he got that Jordan in him. With
Man.
somebody, he could be chilling, not even tripping. He got a little of that Jordan in him though. He could be chilling, not even tripping. And then somebody do some shit, and Steph be like, "All right, nigga."
Nigga, Steph start yelling in the
Okay.
camera like, "What the fuck you
Yeah,
doing?" Like I
yeah,
see Steph,
yeah.
and then at the
Because
end, Steph said, nigga, he know better than
He
that.
know better. He know better than that. Because Steph, he be chilling. But everybody be thinking, oh, this little light-skinned nigga,
Period.
da. And then they do something, and Steph go, oh. And that's that MJ. Like, anytime somebody tried to say, oh, you ain't got it no more, or oh, you ain't really like that, Jordan could only have 6 points up until that point. Then he go crazy. That's what Steph do. Steph could just be cooling, and then somebody do something, and he go, oh, for real? That's all he need. Why would you give him that? That's the type of player he is. Don't give him, and people keep doing it. Like they secretly want him to go crazy. If
But
I
they
was
be
on the
fans
other
on the
team, I
court.
would be like, hey, leave that nigga alone.
They fans on the court, bro. These niggas
On
is
the
getting
under.
free tickets. They getting free tickets.
Free tickets, front row
I
seats.
get to play on the court with Steph today.
Yeah.
You're not even going out here to play. You're going out here to watch this nigga cook.
Yeah.
He's going out there to be the chef. And now y'all finna get sliced and diced. You don't even know. You in hibachi.
Just
Nigga, the
let
court
him,
is hibachi.
but
Nigga.
just leave him alone, cuz he over there missing shots and shit. Let him do that. Don't be like, let's go. You ain't, huh?
Pointing at the nigga and shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Now the next 2 quarters, he killed it.
Steph was
And
burning.
he's going up like this.
Yep. Steph started busting their ass, and Dallas thought they was going to win.
He scored the last 12 points.
Busting their ass. Busting their ass. Hey, Dub Nation.
And he had a steal at the end on Luka.
Clay, we appreciate you. We can't wait to see you retire. Get your jersey hung up in the Raptors. You did a hell of a service, brother, for the Bay. We appreciate you. You was a great asset to the team. You'll never be forgotten. You're always going to be respected as a Warrior. But right now, you're a Dallas Maverick. You on enemy lines, brother. But we gonna give you somewhat of a pass. You still got a good grade for get a report card.
Yeah, they was cheering when he was making shots and shit.
I mean, it's Clay.
It's Clay, so
It's Clay.
You can't hate him.
So
but they
Steph,
also knew they like, yeah, Clay, but we gonna get this W.
you still little brother, and so he had to spank you a little bit. Get your little ass over there and stop doing that.
And he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
That's why he did. He was having a good time. That's why they didn't even handshake at that. Hey, bro, you finna pull up? Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Shit, it's all good. I see you out there. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, listen, we got on Wednesday. It was Wednesday. We appreciate y'all getting on with us.
We stayed on hella long.
And we stayed on hella long. And really, I thought we was getting on earlier, but this worked out when God got something for you.
Indeed.
Can't nobody stop it. But this was a great episode. Hope we gave y'all some good game. Appreciate y'all interacting with us. When we back on Sunday.
Sunday, man. So, like we said, we are going to be looking to do Sundays and Wednesdays. We were true to our word so far this week. We did a Wednesday episode. We will be back on Sunday. Make sure you got your notifications on so that you see when we are going to be live. We will do our best to post it up early so you can see it on there and you get the notification like, hey, they're going to be going live at this time. And man, invite a friend, make it a good time. You can even on your side have like a watch party. Have your homegirls come over, have your homeboys, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, make it a watch party and tap in and tune in with us. The more people, the merrier. We want to help this thing grow. I got a mic stand now. You see what I'm talking about? Man, we just
balling.
Even though my sound went out today, whatever. But and then I got your shirts and shit. So yeah, man, we just we working. We working. We appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in to another.
When you sending them tomorrow, I'm ready.
No, because I fucked up. I got an extra large.
Extra large cool too though.
Because you said extra large the first time.
Yeah, the first time.
The large, and then you kind of large.
Right.
I got the extra large. I said, let me ask him. So I got to go get the large, and then I'll send them.
It's all good. It's all good. Because look, I'm ready, man. It's all good.
Yeah, you in the gym as long as you ain't doing no dumb shit like Cuzzo, Nah,
I don't know. Man, listen. That's why I said the large too, though. But, the large kind of, it fit, though. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga don't want that baggy shit. You know what I'm saying? Too much. But, hey, man, y'all gonna see the shirts. Listen, I think what I want to do, I think one day we're gonna take all the little viewers that be in the chat, put their name in the hat, and then See who
Oh,
what name
do
it
a
put
random
out.
pick and have him come on.
Yeah, not come on. Send him a shirt.
Oh, send him a shirt. Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's send
hey,
him a shirt.
man, I just came up with a good idea. We go do a random drawing with all the viewers that we have on a regular basis. We go shake it up. We go do a random picking, and we go send you a shirt.
Yeah, so we're gonna get it once we see who it is. We're gonna get y'all in the comments. Well, you know, get your information, and then boom.
You ain't no Excel, somebody said. Nah, but I just stole your ideas, what I did, and act like it was mine, but you need me to catch on, but it don't matter. I think that's a great idea. We are going to send, matter of fact, next episode, make sure you tune in. Everybody that's here right now, make sure you tune in because we go give away a shirt to somebody, and then you tell us your size. He mad because you said he ain't an XL.
You know, my next trivia question is gonna be: you ever got that one motherfucker? You got that one motherfucker? You can't let a motherfucker be right. Don't let a motherfucker be right, because they are. I hate telling a motherfucker when they right. You got that one person, you be like, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say that because I hate when this motherfucker right. I'm gonna leave that right there. Hey,
you poking the bear is what you doing.
mother.
Poking the bear. Hey, yeah, so hey, make sure y'all tune in. Next episode, we are going to give away official No Cap shirt, and that is No
Nigga, I
Cap.
knew you
So make
stole
sure you
my
come back
idea
on.
too, nigga. I heard
Yeah,
you.
I stole your
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
If it was my own, absolutely, I'm good for that. Don't get no ideas
Teamwork.
around me because I'm gonna steal them.
Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Nigga said he dropped the hammer. That nigga stole it. That nigga's a thief.
Stole it. I took the hair. I said, "Oh, that's what you be doing? Yeah, let me borrow that hair."
Yeah.
Working.
This the nigga you gotta watch. He put the shirt on and walk out the store like he didn't have it.
Yeah, so we are going to pick a name here. I'm talking about we are going to pick a name and send out a shirt to y'all. So make sure y'all tune in, and that'll be on Sunday. Thank you.
And we're gonna do it. And we're gonna do it while we on here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We're gonna do it right here. We're gonna write them down.
Yeah,
and you're gonna see it.
and then you just tell us your size, and we go send you a shirt, and you can tell us. We'll have like 3 choices what color wave you want to go with.
What's Sunday? Hey, I tell you what. Let's try to get on a little bit earlier Sunday, so people don't gotta go. Well, my early is your late. I mean, my late is your early. Let's. We normally get on about 10, 7 o'clock y'all time. Fuck it.
That's on you. It's on you. It's on you.
We gonna stick with our time. Shit, 7 o'clock your time, 10 o'clock my time. Hey, yeah, we regular time, man.
We'll see y'all at 7 Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. I will put the notification up so you get it. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, make sure you tune in because it'll be a special episode. We gonna start. You know what? We gonna start doing weekly giveaways, and this will be our first weekly giveaway. I'm glad I came up with the idea to give some away to the fans. So we gonna do our first weekly giveaway on Sunday.
Plug. I got somebody who make cups and glasses.
So we'll get some No Cap cups and glasses, and we'll give those away too.
Towels and shit, like, man,
all that paraphernalia. We gonna give it all. We'll give it. We gonna have weekly giveaways for y'all. So make sure y'all stay tapped in. We appreciate y'all watching another live episode of No Cap. That is KC. I am Coach P, and together we are KC and Parrish. No Cap. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, y'all be good, man. Stay blessed. In a minute, P.
All right.